Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going over setting up the Oculus Rift DK2. To get the software you need to use the Oculus, you're going to go to developer.oculusvr.com. And you'll go to, actually right here will be, on the first page, this will be your best bet, is just get the PC SDK. Click that right there, and you're going to find your OS, which Oculus Runtime for Windows. Go ahead and download that file, and you're also going to want to download the Oculus SDK for Windows. So go ahead and download both of those if you're running Windows, or if not, download for whichever operating system.
Alright, next we're going to go through the and open the box. Now I've used this so it's not fresh, you know, unboxing and everything's kind of not in the place it was, but I just want to show you what all is in there, and it looks like a fucking rat's nest right now, but here is the this is the cable that hooks the camera to your computer. This is the power adapter that will be used to hook the Oculus to your power outlet. We've got the sync cable here. The sync cable is it connects from a box that is down the Oculus cable, kind of like your headset control box, about like that far away. Connects from this to the camera. Yeah, there are a lot of cables. We've got our camera right here, which, you know, it just folds open like right here and sits on top like any webcam would. We've got paperwork that'll be in the box. These will be extra lenses, well, not extra lenses, but a different set of lenses. I think if you have to wear glasses, these are shorter and will make it a lot easier to fit in there. I'm not sure the other differences. In here will be, it'll have a DVI to HDMI, or HDMI to DVI, in case you don't have HDMI on your computer. And it will also have a ton of adapters for your power adapter for different standards, like Europe and other countries. The default one that is already on it is the United States plug, but you have these in case you need them. It also comes with a microfiber cloth to clean your lenses, and you definitely want to do that because I've noticed mine get dirty pretty quickly and you don't want them getting scratched up. But I'm going to put this away real quick. Alright, now that's squared away, the next we have the actual headset. Let's see if we can get it out with one hand. And in the manual, it'll ask you to pull off and check these wires up front. All you do is push this up, and you just check these cables and make sure they're plugged in. Slide that back on. Mine was already plugged in as I got it. And over here, if you pull this off, there is a USB plug and another plug. I'm not sure. I haven't had to use this yet. I'm guessing maybe if you need, if you have like the leap motion, it might use that USB maybe. I haven't had to use it yet, but I don't have any of those accessories. This is the DK2, if I haven't mentioned yet. The strap is pretty adjustable. I haven't had to mess with it too much. I've messed with it, the top part, to adjust, and it was able to fit me and my family pretty fine. That's pretty much it well, I'll show you this real quick. These are the plugs on the headset that come off of it. That comes off from a box right here, and then it comes into these, and it'll be a HDMI and a USB. Those plug into your computer. And this right here, you'll plug the, if it'll focus, the power adapter right here and it'll plug into the wall, and then on this side there's the sync cable plugs in here and then plugs into the camera. And then we'll go over that more in the setup video here next. Alright, the first thing you're going to do when you're plugging this into your computer is the wire that comes off the Oculus that has the HDMI and the USB. Go ahead and plug those in. So I've got my HDMI here. Plug that right in. And then I'll plug this into the USB next to it. There we go. And I would recommend using a desktop unless you have like a decent gaming laptop. This is the Asus ROG 750. So it can handle it pretty decently. Then what I'll do, go ahead and take all this off the top of here. Go ahead and pull my lid up and put my camera on. I'll sit that right here. Alright, so once you plug it in, it'll power up. It might not be this color until you have, unless you have the software installed. It might have like a yellow or something. This is the power button, so you can cut it off by pressing that if you don't want it on. You can also fix settings in the software that will time it so that if it's not used for so long, it'll cut off. Alright, next what we'll want to do is grab our power adapter. Go ahead and unwrap it. And plug this guy in here. Right in there. Plug this in the wall. There. Alright, so that's taken care of. Next we'll take our sync cable and unwrap it. I usually plug the curved end into the, anyways, it'll be the top plug on your camera. There we go. Sorry, it's hard to operate the camera and do this at the same time. But then we'll just plug the other end in here. And you should probably be more careful with your cables than I'm being, because I've heard things about the, especially the USB, this one right here, something going wrong with it, but I'm not too sure if it's common enough or not. Alright, so we'll plug this like we did before, the curved end, into our camera. Oh. Well. Pop that in there. And then our other end, we'll just plug into our computer, which I don't have any more on this side. So I'll have to go over here, and that actually takes up all of my computer's USBs, including my wireless for my mouse. So that's all you have to plug into this, and it's ready to go. All you have to do is make sure it's on. It'll be like that, and then you're ready to go. Alright, and you'll also have the option of going to share.oculus.com to download plenty of other tech demos, full games, whatever, experiences, 3D, 360-degree videos. They have tons of stuff here, and they have tons of new stuff come out, like, pretty often. Alright, so to access the configuration utility, down in your taskbar there will be a little eye icon, and if you just right click on it, you can
it'll say configuration utility. You can go there like that, or if you could search, your Windows for Oculus, and it'll also show up the configuration utility pretty quickly there. You want to make sure it's on first, and it'll show which device it is, what firmware, so on and such. You can tell it which eye cups you're using. You can make your adjustments here. With this adjustment, it sets it for your eyes so that if you are further away from the screen, and it makes it so that it shows correctly. Anyways, you can set up your user here and set up multiple users, as you can see, and so that way whoever is using it can just on the fly switch to their setup. Of course, with all this right here, you're going to have to manually set that on the headset itself as well. This is just to calibrate the screen so that it shows correctly with this setup. You choose your gender, your height. You go up here to tools, or you can also right click the toolbar or taskbar icon and click Rift display mode. Alright, so we have our Rift display mode, which you can choose from direct, which will automatically be in direct HMD access from apps. Some apps don't work correctly with direct to Oculus, so you'll have to switch to Extend Desktop, and sometimes it's a pain in the butt, because when you first switch it, your desktop will be sideways in the Oculus, so you'll have to go through and change it to, I think, landscape flipped, or until it's the correct way up in the screen resolution menu. And of course you have this right here, like I said, the Rift Saver. You can enable this to turn off the screen after a certain amount of time in activity, so you don't have any burn-in. I'm going to apply this in direct to Rift mode. We have our configuration utility, and if we click here, show demo scene. Alright, so now we're in the Oculus, and I've started the demo scene that is in the configuration utility. And whoa, sitting, but I feel like I'm sitting below it. There we go, recentered. It's pretty cool. Like before I got the Oculus and I watched the videos of people using it, it's hard to explain. Like, it is nothing like what you see with these YouTube videos. Like, everything looks like, even if it is horribly textured, even something that would be N64 graphics looks amazing because you can actually see around. Oh, that was crazy. It's obviously it's still dev kit, so it's got weird bugs. One of the weird things is I'm looking around and I don't see my body or my hands right now. That's a little creepy. Nothing but this right here. But you can like lean down and it feels, well, that reset is kind of funny. Whoa, that was freaky. I scooted my chair back and the Oculus, I see the chair. That's weird. Okay, I'm going to break something if I keep moving around. Alright, that's enough of that.